You're tuned in to Ask the Master Auto Technician. Car questions? Get answers right now. Call 850-763-0555.
James Auto Center, we fix it right, guaranteed. Beep, 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 yeah.
All right, welcome back to Ask the Master Auto Technician. I'm doing a little special segment here. I got Dorothy who called me. Dorothy, are you in Kansas?
No, I'm in Los City, Florida.
Well, I don't. Well, normally when Dorothy calls me this early in the morning, you know, she's clicked her heels 3 times and
they
she's.
quit naming people Dorothy many years ago, if you noticed.
Anyway, Dorothy, what can I do for you?
I'm glad to be home, though.
I
Listen,
bet
James,
you are.
I bought a part for my 92 Chrysler Salon, New Yorker.
All right.
That was on the steering wheel, you know, the blinkers and the wipers and all.
Yeah, what they call
them. Put it on, it don't do no good. My wipers come on. My Chrysler's a 92, and you know the problem. They Chrysler's have electrical wiring, I guess. I hope that's not it. But we put that part on, it didn't do a thing for it. The wipers come on and off, raining or not.
So,
What's
so
my problem?
the wipers come on. Let me guess. They come on when it's not raining, and they don't work when it is raining, right?
No, they come on constantly.
Well, that's
all the time.
Okay, that's why I was asking. Well, you know what? I don't know the answer to that, but normally I can go look it up real quick. I can go to this right here, and what you're saying is your wipers come on, but won't shut off. Is that what you're saying?
They come on and off constantly now.
They come off and on. You'll be driving down the road, and they'll just come on by themselves, and then you have to. What do you do to get them to go off?
Nothing. You can't do. About every 20 seconds they come on.
Wow.
About every 20 seconds.
All right, let me look this up, because you say it's a 92, so I'm sure someone is it a 91 or 92?
92 Chrysler New Yorker Salon.
All right, hang on. Let me look this up. 92 Chrysler.
New Yorker.
New Yorker. Hang on, I'm looking it up on my computer. Sometimes I hit the wrong button. Too early in the morning, sometimes I hit these buttons, but my eyes don't focus. And you caught it a New Yorker Salon. There it is right there. And you got a 3.3 engine in it, or do you have, yep, that's all.
3.3, I think.
Yep, that's all.
3.3 engine.
That's all. Yeah, 3.3 V6. All you got, let me collect right here. And what I'm going to put down, I'm going to type in one word, keyword, wiper. And let's see what comes up. Wipers. Wipers. Just put wipers. Let's see what happens. Pull that up, see if someone's run across wipers.
One mechanic that I used, he said that there might be a fuse that they could disconnect, but you can't replace or buy those fuses until they're new ones.
That's probably it. Let's see. Washers are running all the time. Wipers are running all the time. Is what they're talking about here. Unplug the wiper switch. Okay, let's see. The windshield wipers and washer pump will not turn off. Intermittently, the speedometer is erratic. One of the things, but they're talking about washers are running all the time and the wipers are running all the time. They say, here's the test for it. I'm going to see, let me read this and maybe I can come up with an idea to help you out here. It says, unplug the wiper switch assembly. If the washer stops spraying and the wiper stops spraying, the switch is bad, replace it. And 2, if the washers are still running with the switch unplugged, then try unplugging the body control module. If they stop, it's the BCM or the BCM wiring problem. That's the other thing. The body control module on this controls that, and that's a very common problem on these cars is body control modules. They fail, and you can get them from salvage yards, and they'll go back in it, or you can take that body control module and send it off and replace it. There's actually companies out there that rebuild these things, take care of they fix them again. But if it's not the switch, it's going to be the body control module, because the body control module, according to this, the switch sends the signal to the body control module. The body control module sends the signal to the wipers. And so if it's not the switch, it's going to be the body control module.
It's going to be the body control module or the switch.
Yeah, and you've already said you changed the switch, right?
The whole thing that you buy for that goes on the controls it all. Right. We bought a new one and put it on there. It didn't do any good.
Okay. Well, the only things according to the circuit on here, if this is what you need to do the next time, this is how they do it. Unplug.
Hold on a minute. Tell my son this part.
All right, I'm gonna tell him how to do this. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Here's one.
Hello.
Hey there, this is James Morris. I'm going to tell you how to diagnose your mama's wiper running problem. According to the hotline I had over here, when it starts acting up, unplug the wiper switch, that plug-in you plugged in for the wipers, just unplug it. If everything stops acting funky, then your switch, that new switch you got, is defective. If you unplug it and it still continues to do what you're talking about, you need to go find the body control module. And I don't know where it's at on the car, but you need to find that and
is that about the size of a relay?
No, the body control module is normally about the size. It's usually about 2 inches thick, about 7 inches wide, and about 10 inches long on this model car. They look like they're a computer. And that's what they are. They control your anti-theft and things like that. Your car uses that. But if it does do that, unplug the body control module. If the wipers stop going back and forth and all that, it's your body control module's defective, and it can be replaced or it can be repaired.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm suspecting it's going to be. So that's what I want y'all to do. Just unplug the wiper switch first on the steering column, and then if it still continues to run, find out where the body control module is, unplug that, and if you unplug that, of course, it stops, congratulations. Either you got a wiring problem where the wires are touching, where maybe a rat has chewed through them, which I kind of doubt, or the body control module is defective, and I'm betting that your problem is your body control module. And, like I said, but most people tell me it's a switch. I've got several people on here, they ended up changing the switch and it fixed it. So please unplug that switch first when they're acting up, because you could have gotten a defective brand new switch. I've seen that happen. Got one yesterday on a neutral safety switch for a 95 Ford. Same problem. It wouldn't work where it was supposed to work.
Yeah, when we bought the switch at a local auto parts store, you could tell someone had bought it, brought it back, because, the box wasn't ripped real bad, but you can tell it had greasy fingerprints on it.
Yep.
So possibly somebody bought it and installed it, burned it up, sent it back, there's no telling. But, it looks new, but you really, for electrical, you think about look.
Right.
Didn't smell burn or nothing, but I don't know yet.
Well, when the smoke gets out of the box, sometimes it's hard to tell on those things. But what I'm going to tell you is this: when it acts up, have your steering column where you can get to the wiring, pull the covers off. When it starts acting up, doing that sweeping, just reach up there and unplug it. If you unplug it and the wipers stop sweeping, congratulations, you found your problem. It's the wiper switch.
Okay.
So do that, because I put brand new parts on that don't work either. So I hope that helps you out there, fella, because I got to get Keith on here on another car. I got to talk to him. Let me know tomorrow or the next day what y'all find out, okay?
I sure will. Thank you, sir.
You're very, very welcome. I got Keith with a 2006 Accent. Hyundai makes Accent, I believe. What's your question about your Hyundai?
Hello. First off, Mr. Morris, I'd like to say I appreciate what you've done for these people and how long you've been here doing it.
Well, thank you.
It was a long, long time ago. You stopped a bunch of searching for me on a little Dodge 2.2. I have my father's 2006 Hyundai Accent, and I have a little reader, a little launcher, code reader, and clear stuff.
Right.
And it has, led me pretty much where I needed to go. But here's the issue. The car sitting dead still is perfectly fine. Reverse is fine. When I put it in drive, there's vibration through the whole car.
Correct.
Now, I went straight to motor mounts right off the bat. This is not fixing the problem.
Right.
And also, when you're driving, you down the road or whatever, the idle speed will pick up on its own. When it does this, when the idle speed does pick up on its own, when you go to accelerate off from like a stoplight or a stop sign again, it stutters. Once it'll stall or fall on its face, and it doesn't shift correctly when it does that. But it only does it for a minute or less, and it may not do it again that day, and then it may do it 5 or 6 more times again that day. I've replaced the IAC motor and the throttle position sensor, and I guess that's a ambient air temperature sensor right in front of the air log there.
Yes, there is. That's true.
I've come my wits in on it. I've replaced the pieces one at a time, replaced them all at the same time, which I shouldn't have done to start with. But
let me ask you: is there a check engine light coming on this car?
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you know what code is being turned on? What code it says?
Yeah, it was on my little reader.
Yeah.
It was throwing me a evap.
Yeah. Like a PO446.
I guess low sensor thing, and then then I have a temperature coolant. I guess there's two temperature coolant sensors. I think one runs the fans and the other one runs for the computer.
Okay, wait a minute. You got a code in there for like a PO128?
Yes, sir.
A PO128 tells me the car is not getting hot enough.
Okay.
And that's a common problem. If you got one that's not getting hot enough, that will change your idle speed because it thinks the car is too cold and it picks up the RPMs to get the car warmed up. I've seen that happen where a thermostat will, someday it works great and the next day it doesn't work worth a flip. But those codes can cause a PO128, like a thermostat not working correctly where it stays open too long, will cause idle speeds to change too. The other things, I really don't know what's going on till I can drive one and get a scanner. Here's what I'm going to offer for you, and this costs absolutely nothing but 15 minutes of your time. Let me know you're coming over here. Call my service writers and say, hey, I got a problem. I want James to go for a ride with me. This is what I'll do for you, and it won't cost you anything. I'll grab my scanner, my factory scanner, and you and I'll go for a ride. I can tell in 5 minutes if your car is running too rich, too lean, or too hot, or too cold. Then very easily, I can do that. Then I can see what this car is doing. And then I'll be able to go to my computer database that I have right in front of me right here that I pay some outrageous amount of money for every year. And it'll be able to tell me what direction I need to go in. It'll tell me what tests I need to do. But so far, listening to you, you've already put $200 or $300 worth of parts in this thing and have accomplished nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than spend your money. Why don't we come by here? Let's go for a ride. I'll tell you what I think it's going to take to figure out what your problem is. And then you can say, nope, I'll take care of it myself. Or you go ahead and figure it out for me, and I'll give you that option. If you want us to fix it, we'll even loan you a car to drive where you're not out of transportation while we diagnose and repair your car.
Right on. That's awesome.
It was what we do. We sell service at James Auto Center. We don't sell...
You always...
Go ahead.
You guys always have, Mr. Morris. And you know what? I'll take you up on that. Probably here closer to the end of the week.
That's fine. But just call first. Just call first. I'd let people know you're going to be coming down because I'm not always here. I have a lot of things I'm trying to do during this campaign season, going from point A to point B. And I'm not always here at the shop, but I have a good staff here that's always here. And if I'm not here, there's someone that's capable of hooking your car up and going for a ride with you and telling you what areas we need to look at. But I got a feeling it's not as serious as you think it is. I think it's something very, very simple. And it is.
It's something I'm overlooking.
Yes, it is. Sometimes you get caught in the forest and you can't see the forest calls the trees.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mr. Morris, I appreciate it, man. And, keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you. And
you've been around here a long time as far as I can remember. And I've never gotten any bad advice from you.
Well, thank you so much. I hope I can continue to give good advice to people out there. All right. Y'all be good. I'll talk to y'all later now. This is James Morris. We'll see you all tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.
James Auto Center, we fix it right.